everyone, and welcome to our first episode of our new series, A Changing World, Changing Problems, where we explore climate change and what its effects are to bring awareness to this issue. I'm your host, Brandon L, and let's get started. Alright, so we've all heard of climate change, hopefully. A quick recap though. Climate change is the changing of climate and over-rising of average temperatures all over the world due to us. Yes, you, me, and so many others. We have all been contributing to global emissions, pollution, etc. that is changing and soon to be destroying our world. However, despite this, we continue to perpetuate these problems in our day-to-day lives, and mainly politicians and large corporation heads who still want to profit off of these fossil fuels that are destroying our world. To bring awareness to this immense issue, I'm dedicating the series to this problem, and in this specific episode, we'll be talking about the changes in weather and their impacts on humans by extension, which may be correlated to climate change. So, first of all, some of the devastating weather patterns that are directly linked to climate change are hurricanes, tropical storms, precipitation, wildfires, and tornadoes. For example, climate change is overall increasing temperatures all over the world, and as a result, causing more water to evaporate at a faster rate than ever before. This will cause more water vapor to condense into more storms and create larger and stronger storms that may also have the perfect conditions for tornadoes, as there will be a higher probability among these increasing storms. What this will bring? More rain and thunderstorms, stronger hurricanes, stronger tropical storms, tornadoes, and more. Additionally, this river water vapor will create more air masses, and along with the consistently warmer temperatures over ground, air and storms will frequently be brought inland. These air masses are responsible for what we consider as weather, and as these become larger and are brought in more frequently, we can expect to see many more storms. Lastly, climate change is causing higher temperatures, which can dry up more vegetation and, for ideal conditions in the starting catalyst of a fire, whether that be a mismanaged campfire or a lightning strike, can cause more frequent and or destructive wildfires. Other natural disasters have also been on the rise, such as earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. And though these may be unconnected to climate change or uncontrollable, these are still increasing nonetheless. For example, look at all of these graphs. So, here we can see that there is a great increase in the number of storms here, as well as the number of tornadoes. Furthermore, if we look at these graphs, we can see earthquakes are rising, volcanic eruptions are rising, and all of these are rising, including wildfires, the destructive amount of acres burned. All of these graphs show an increase in many natural disasters and patterns of weather, from precipitation, earthquakes, wildfires, hurricanes, and more. Therefore, there is, without a doubt, a trend for an increase in these natural disasters and weather patterns. However, what will this cost us? A very large amount indeed. For one, all of these disasters and intense weather will cause a lot of damage through flooding, burning, etc. to infrastructure, buildings, homes, and overall society. Storms and heavy precipitation will bring in much more rain and cause flooding, while tropical storms, cyclones, and hurricanes will make it no better, as they will add to the mix storm surges. Wildfires will also rage everywhere, causing vast amounts of damage and burning and destroying a lot of the infrastructure needed to repair and rebuild due to these natural disasters and weather patterns. Most importantly, significant eruptions and earthquakes will cause vast amounts of damage everywhere in the area. Additionally, more people will be seeking shelter during these times, putting more pressure on these shelter services and society as a whole to pitch in and help through resources and the workforce. This puts hindrance on technological advancement and development. Lastly, more human lives will be lost due to this, and other casualties will be on the rise, and this is by far the most fateful result of climate change and these changes in weather or rising natural disasters. Okay, this is the end of our first episode of our series. If you enjoyed this episode, like, subscribe, and hope to see you again in our next episode. We will be exploring how we can start fixing this problem on a personal level.